One introduction RAWSEP view: the United States government was on track in the Biden administration to reduce the prices for both clean energy heat pumps and clean energy electric cars. Trump tariffs are expected to upset those plans to prevent future air pollution and prevent climate change. The United States government should, instead of certifying wood stoves as safe when they are not safe, go forward with regulations that ban wood stove use and direct government money for use of forest refuse only. For home building and furniture building, for just a few examples of use of forest products for non-burning uses, it is well known from scientific and medical research that wood burning is a substantial source of PM 2.5 emissions, yet the wood burning industry uses the scientifically debunked theory named carbon neutrality of wood burning to argue that wood burning replacing coal burning in industry, and in a trickle-down argument that wood burning should continue for home heating should continue. Presumably because it is called renewable, wood may be renewable in the sense that a tree can be planted in the place of a cut-down burned tree, but it takes centuries or decades for the newly planted tree to attain the stature of the cut-down burned tree. During those centuries or decades, photosynthesis, which converts CO2 to oxygen and so sequesters some carbon, will not take place at the same rate as photosynthesis was performed previously, and wood burning emits both CO2 and PM 2.5, and PM 2.5 is not absorbed by trees, so PM 2.5 is not diminished by planting a tree in the place of a cut-down and burned tree. In fact, a living tree closes its pores against the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning, just as humans hold their breath in the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning. And when a tree closes its pores, the level of photosynthesis that absorbs CO2 pollution goes down. Wood burning emits 90% PM 2.5 particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer size, the perfect size to infiltrate the human lungs, setting off a cascade of human health problems and early deaths. Contrary to many beliefs, wood burning emits 2.8 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel coal burning, and wood burning emits 450 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel natural gas burning. Replacing coal burning with wood burning creates more air pollution in the form of CO2 and PM 2.5 than coal burning. This emission data comes from testing the cleanest burning wood stove in the United Kingdom, the eco-design wood stove, and international convention does not count the emissions from wood burning. The emissions from wood burning are erased from all countries around the world when calculating if each country has met its climate goals. This non-counting or erasure of wood burning emissions data from climate goals does not mean wood burning emissions do not exist. RAWSEP view: purple air PM 2.5 monitors hanging from the eaves of the house of a near neighbor should be used to measure the level of PM 2.5 in the air hyperlocally in the yards of near neighbors of indoor residential wood burners. If PM 2.5 levels exceed World Health Organization standards of 5 micrograms per cubic meter annually, then that evidence of air pollution from wood burning should lead to the shutdown of that indoor residential wood burning appliance, one appliance at a time if necessary.
Hi, my name is Lily. Andrew gave you the intro to residents against wood smoke emission particulates and their concern for air pollution from indoor residential wood burning. Residents against wood smoke emission particulates, or RAWSEP, would like every near neighbor of an indoor residential wood burner whose wood smoke enters their yards and sickens the near neighbors to have a purple air PM 2.5 monitor hanging from the eaves of their home to measure the level of PM 2.5 entering their yards. That measurement of air pollution should be used as evidence of unnecessary air pollution, and each indoor residential wood burner should be shut down based on that evidence, one indoor residential wood burner at a time if necessary. The presentation by Andrew ended at 2 minutes 5 seconds. The same presentation by Emma starts at 2 minutes 3 seconds before the end of this podcast. So I am Lily, your timekeeper, and you can start the next podcast at 2 minutes 5 seconds in if you would not like to see the presentation by Andrew a second time. This presentation by me, Lily, ends at 5 minutes in. What you will see in the main content of this RAWSEP podcast will be news about air pollution from indoor residential wood burning and how that air pollution is being combated by ordinary people just like you who are unfortunately near neighbors of indoor residential wood burners at this time. There will also be news about unnecessary and highly polluting use of wood as fuel in industrial wood burners and preventable air pollution from wood burning wildfires. There will also be news about air pollution from PM 2.5 from gas-powered cars. There will also be news about airborne diseases which are also preventable with vaccines such as COVID-19 and measles and whooping cough, to name just a few. In 2025, residents against wood smoke emission particulates is also concerned with combating the Trump destruction of government funding for programs which protect human health through the Department of Health and Human Services, and Trump destruction of programs which fund the science and medical research plan to protect human health from preventable illnesses. Protecting human health is a patriotic act, and our defense against enemies is weakened if we are not as healthy as we can be. Heat pump rebates are now offered by the federal government, distributed through the eligible United States, are available in 2025, and are the best, cleanest, and now cheapest alternative to indoor residential wood burning if that burning is actually done to purportedly save money. Wind and solar as sources of the electricity that powers heat pumps and electric cars is also cheaper than burning wood. The adverse health effects that are caused by indoor residential wood burning also come at a cost to near neighbors, both in shortening and ending their lives, and in actual hospital, clinic, and funeral costs. Instead of being compensated monetarily, near neighbors should instead be able to achieve immediate relief by stopping indoor residential wood burning in their hyper-localized neighborhoods, which relief readings from purple air PM 2.5 monitors used as evidence of air pollution will help them achieve. Welcome to news about hopeful scientific and medical achievements that will also help us achieve the goal of clean air to breathe.
Webisode 57DHYAFZYA January 20th, 2026 U.S. Cold Chaos, and UK Clean Air Night on January 22nd, 2026. In Webisode 57DHYAFZYA 1A to 1S United States ATV series on the oil and gas industry, the Trump administration saves coal burning 2A to 2H California 3 Colorado 4 Minnesota 5 Nevada 6 New Jersey 7A to 7F Oregon 8 Rhode Island 9A to 9C Vermont 10 Washington 11 Wisconsin 12 Canada 13A to 13C United Kingdom Clean Air Night 14 Singapore main content 1A1 United States tackling the points made about the oil and gas industry, in other words the fossil fuel industry depicted by the TV program Landman, but asking the same questions about wood burning for home heating rather than fossil fuel burning for home heating. First cost is tackled, and the predictable answer is that lower cost for clean home heating depends on whether there are government incentives such as heat pump rebates, at least until the cost of heat pumps is brought down by market forces and better efficiency of production. Then the danger of working in the oil fields and oil rigs, as depicted on Landman, is queried. Is wood burning for home heating more dangerous to human life than heating with oil and gas? According to AI, the answer is a resounding yes. This is because wood burning emits 450 times the PM 2.5 as the cleanest fossil fuel natural gas, and wood burning emits 2.8 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel coal burning. RAWSEP First Question: how much does it cost to heat a home with polluting wood rather than a clean energy heat pump? AI overview: the cost to heat a home with wood rather than a heat pump can vary significantly based on several factors, including the type of wood, the efficiency of the heating system, and local energy prices. Here are some key points to consider. Initial cost: wood boilers typically have a lower upfront cost compared to heat pumps. However, the cost of wood can fluctuate depending on availability and transportation fuel efficiency. Heat pumps use electricity, which is a readily available source, but electricity prices can vary. Heat pumps are generally considered more efficient due to their higher coefficient of performance. COP environmental impact: heat pumps are generally considered more environmentally friendly due to their higher efficiency and reliance on electricity, which can be generated from renewable sources. Wood boilers contribute to air pollution through smoke emissions. Government incentives: many governments offer rebates and tax credits for installing energy-efficient heating systems, including heat pumps. For a more accurate cost estimate, it is recommended to consult with local heating professionals or use online calculators that consider your specific home size, insulation, and local energy costs. Second RAWSEP question: are more oil and gas industry lives lost in oil rig disasters than lives lost in obtaining wood for home heating? AI did not attempt to answer that question, but instead came up with the following answer. The International Association of Oil and Gas Producers IOGP latest safety incident data indicate 5 more fatalities in 2024 than in 2023, but an overall decrease in the percentage of fatal accidents because of a 26% increase in worked hours. RAWSEP analysis of this answer in relation to the central dramatic arc of Landman, a TV show about life in the oil fields and on oil rigs. Working in the oil and gas industry in the area of extraction does cost human lives. Third RAWSEP question: are more human lives lost by heating homes with oil or gas, or by heating homes with wood burning? Here the answer by AI is quite dramatic. AI answer: more human lives are lost by heating homes with wood burning than by heating homes with oil or gas. Wood burning is linked to increased respiratory infections and other health issues, particularly affecting children and vulnerable populations. Oil and gas heating systems also produce harmful emissions contributing to indoor air pollution and health risks. The World Health Organization estimates that exposure to emissions from solid fuels causes approximately 3.2 million premature deaths annually worldwide. In summary, the health impacts of wood burning are significantly more severe than those associated with oil and gas heating. Therefore, viewers of RAWSEP videos can look forward to RAWSEP depicting these dramatic moments in the lives of people heating with wood, and most importantly, these dramatic moments in the lives of near neighbors of people heating their homes with wood in the future. Stay tuned. 1A2 United States Landman isn't just oil industry propaganda. Excerpts edited by RAWSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates. A 501c3 nonprofit organization. The New York Times, January 18th, 2026. The writer of this article is an energy journalist and the author of a book on the impact of the Gulf oil spill. The TV show Landman opens with an oil industry crisis manager negotiating with a Mexican drug cartel to save his life. He describes the scale of his business. Oil, he says, is as addictive to the world order as drugs are to people. You sell a product that your customers are dependent on. It's the same. Ours is just bigger. At first glance, the show makes the case that this dependence is inescapable. Its leading men argue for the inevitability of their industry and their own manliness, while overseeing those whose job it is to do the hard, dirty work of drilling for oil. A similar set of ideas now drives American geopolitics. Trump has abandoned climate protection and fulfilled an industry wish list of deregulation. However, getting America off fossil fuel dependency is not an inevitability or a lost cause. The obstacles to transitioning off fossil fuels are political, not technical, but the reality of the oil business is a dangerous and destructive industry that most people in the U.S. and around the globe want their countries to move away from, including many of those who work in the industry. Landman acts less as a vehicle for pro-oil propaganda than an indictment of the entire industry. On Landman, gruesome oil field deaths mount. Incidents like these are detangled by a bitter chain. Smoking oil fixer. Oil and gas extraction is the second deadliest job in the nation, with a workplace fatality rate almost 5 times the national average, according to the AFL-CIO. In just the first few months of 2025, 2 workers were killed working at separate oil and gas sites in the Permian Basin. In 2015, 3 members of the same family died together on the job in a rig explosion. A lone worker survived. There is an alternative in Landman by depicting some aspects of reality reality criticizes the industry more than bolsters it. The oil and gas industry recognizes the implied criticism of the show. The American Petroleum Institute, a major fossil fuel industry lobbying group, reportedly made a 7-figure ad buy for Landman to counter some of the negative depictions of the industry. The ads are part of a larger PR campaign and have run through both seasons, highlighting safety, family, and a female Landman. The industry needs positive PR. In polling from spring 2025, 60% of Americans said expanding wind and solar was a more important priority than expanding fossil fuels. Many see skyrocketing electricity costs as a problem in search of a renewable energy solution. Despite record production, the industry has been shedding jobs for years, favoring automation, and that even workers in the fossil fuel industry increasingly see green energy jobs as the future and fossil fuels as the past. Landman cannot avoid a portrait of an industry with an uncertain future, with characters sharing the expectation that their industry is not long for this world. The energy demand of the world could be met with 100% renewable energy by 2035. Simply electrifying the energy sector itself would reduce overall energy demand by nearly 60%, because renewables are far more efficient than fossil fuels. Electric vehicles are less carbon intensive and polluting than those using fossil fuels, and public transportation, biking and walking, are even better. The oil and gas industry is trying to incentivize us to make everything with plastic when the plastics are poisoning us to buy socks and carpets filled with petroleum when cotton and wool will do just fine, and to ignore the death, destruction, and wars inherent in the industry rather than commit to rapidly bringing about its replacements. The reality that infuses Landman is a hell of the own making of the oil and gas industry. 1B1 United States tackling the points made about the coal industry revived by Trump in 2025 and 2026. First, cost is tackled, and the predictable answer is that lower cost for clean home heating depends on whether there are government incentives such as heat pump rebates, at least until the cost of heat pumps is brought down by market forces and better efficiency of production. Then the inevitable question is, would burning for home heating more dangerous to human life than coal burning? According to AI, the answer is a resounding yes. This is because wood burning emits 2.8 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel coal burning. RAWSEP question number 1: How is coal burning for home heating regulated in the United States? AI answer: Clean Air Act of 1970. In the United States, coal burning for home heating is regulated primarily through the Clean Air Act of 1970, which imposes significant restrictions on sulfur emissions from coal-fired power plants. While residential coal heating has declined significantly since the 1970s, it still remains a part of some households, particularly in regions where anthracite coal is mined. Recent regulations such as those outlined in the Inflation Reduction Act aim to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from coal-fired plants with a goal of controlling 90% of their carbon pollution by 2032. Additionally, some states are establishing targets for phasing out coal-fired electricity generation, reflecting a broader trend towards cleaner energy sources. Source: the U.S. Energy Information Administration. EIA RAWSEP question number 2: How may Trump actions in 2025 and 2026 affect coal burning for home heating regulation in the United States? AI question was not directly answered, but AI directed RAWSEP to the online article titled The Trump Coal Executive Orders Overview and Implications. Excerpts edited by RAWSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates. A 501c3 nonprofit organization. American Action Forum Insight, April 10, 2025. Trump's Coal Executive Orders Overview and Implications. Executive Summary. President Trump signed several executive orders EOs on April 8, 2025 intended to significantly boost U.S. production of beautiful clean coal to align with the administration's energy independence agenda. The EOs include numerous provisions to lift environmental regulations and provide targeted support for domestic coal production. The EOs are unlikely to reverse the declining trajectory of U.S. coal production due to escalating mining cost competition from other energy sources and potentially substantial legal challenges to the administration's attempt to repeal the regulations. It includes the following categories of action items: deregulation, favorable treatment. The EO also includes several provisions that direct agencies, including the Department of Energy, to utilize all available funding mechanisms to support coal technology development, identify regions where coal plants can support AI data centers, and requests that the Secretary of Energy determine whether coal should be considered a critical material for steel production. Regulatory relief for certain stationary sources to promote American energy, protecting American energy from state overreach. This EO directs the U.S. Attorney General to identify all state and local laws that are intended to address climate change or involving environmental, social, and governance initiatives, environmental justice, carbon or greenhouse gas emissions, and funds to collect carbon penalties or carbon taxes, and expeditiously take all appropriate action to stop the enforcement of state laws. The EO is intended to boost domestic energy production, including coal, through the removal of all illegitimate impediments to the identification, development, siting, production, investment in, or use of domestic energy resources. The Trump EOs are unlikely to reverse the declining trajectory of U.S. coal production despite the numerous provisions to lift environmental regulations and provide favorable treatment to the industry. Coal accounted for 9% of U.S. total energy consumption in 2023, compared to petroleum and natural gas 74%, nuclear 9%, and renewable energy 9%. As shown in the chart below, U.S. total consumption of coal has declined over the past 2 decades. U.S. electricity generated by coal peaked in 2011 at 317,600 megawatts MW and has since been declining consistently by about 10,000 megawatts of capacity reduction annually. Source: Energy Information Administration. The United States has been transitioning away from coal and toward other baseload power sources such as natural gas, as it is no longer economically viable to operate operate many coal plants due to escalating mining costs. More stringent environmental regulations and competition from other energy sources. Coal production is more carbon intensive than other energy sources, such as natural gas, which has become abundant and inexpensive since the shale boom. As of May 2024, 30% of U.S. coal-fired power plants had already announced plans to close within the next 15 years. It's been more than a decade since a big coal plant was built in the country. Even with the soaring energy demand for powering data centers, the EOs may at best extend the existing coal plant's operation timeline. They would not motivate utilities to invest in new coal production capacity simply because there is not an economic case for it. Additionally, President Trump's efforts to roll back relevant environmental regulations would certainly be subject to legal challenges filed by public and private entities, which would further worsen the investment environment for coal, with increasing policy uncertainty. 1B2 United States. The Trump coal chaos. RAWSEP view. This article uses one specific example of a coal plant kept open artificially by a 2025 Trump directive. Excerpts edited by RAWSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates. A 501c3 nonprofit organization. The New York Times, January 20th, 2026. Last month, the last coal plant in Washington state was preparing to shut its doors forever. Its acres-wide coal pile was all but gone after years of careful planning and negotiations. Coal in Washington was dying a slow, quiet, and mostly peaceful death, but then the Department of Energy intervened, issuing an emergency order forcing the plant to stay open for another 90 days. It's one of several orders from the Trump administration affecting 5 coal plants across the nation. More such orders could be on the way. The plant closure in Centralia, Washington, has been held up as an example of a model agreement to phase out fossil fuels in a way that balances the interests of the local community, workers, industry, and environmentalists. It had been in the works since 2011. Departing workers were scheduled to receive payments of around $50,000 each to help ease the transition into their next jobs. A state law prohibiting Washington utilities from buying power from coal took effect at the start of this year. The Department of Energy has taken the extraordinary step of requiring coal plants across the country to remain open despite some of the plants being in disrepair and what could ultimately amount to hundreds of millions of dollars in costs. Given the new Washington state ban on purchasing coal-generated power, it's unclear who could buy power from the plant, and there are already questions about whether the plant should now be required to comply with environmental rules that were passed after 2011. One thing did go as planned. The $50,000 checks for employees were still scheduled to go out in the middle of January. 1C United States. RAWSEP view. More bad news from the article headline. PM 2.5 EPA will no longer consider value of human health benefits in setting air pollution rules. Bloomberg.com. Particulate matter measuring 2.5 micrometers or smaller, called PM 2.5, and ozone in a preliminary version of a new final rule for power plant AI. Overview. The Environmental Protection Agency EPA has announced that it will no longer consider the value of human health benefits when setting air pollution rules. This decision, which was part of a broader realignment under President Trump, will focus on the economic costs to industry rather than the health benefits. The EPA's spokesperson clarified that this change does not mean they are not considering the health impacts of air pollution, but rather that they will not monetize the health benefits at this time. The agency will continue to estimate costs to businesses to comply with the rules and will refine its economic methodologies. This change has raised concerns among health experts and advocates who argue that it could lead to higher levels of air pollution and more health issues among Americans. 1D United States. RAWSEP view. More bad news from the article headline. PM 2.5 EPA will stop calculating the economic savings to health in key air pollution rules. MedPage today. The EPA said it continues to recognize the clear and well-documented benefits of reducing fine particulate matter, also known as PM 2.5, and ozone. AI overview. The EPA has announced that it will stop calculating the economic savings to health in key air pollution rules. This decision means that the agency will no longer consider the health benefits of reducing ozone and fine particulate matter, which contribute to diseases like pulmonary disease, heart attacks, and premature deaths. The agency's spokesperson indicated that while they acknowledge the impact of these pollutants on health, they will not monetize the economic benefits. At this time, the change has been met with criticism from environmental and public health advocates who argue that it could weaken emission standards and endanger communities exposed to toxic pollution. The EPA's decision to cease calculating health benefits is part of a broader trend under President Trump towards a business-friendly approach, which has included the rollback of policies aimed at safeguarding human health and the environment. 1E United States. PM 2.5. The Trump EPA is setting the value of human health to $0. Vox 2.5 microns, usually referred to as PM 2.5, and ozone. One would anticipate that we could see PM 2.5 levels rising across the country. 1F United States. PM 2.5. The benefits of fine particulate matter regulation. Cato at Liberty Blog. Cato Institute. Of those benefits, 95% came from air quality rules, primarily those targeting fine particulate matter. PM 2.5 microscopic airborne particles. AI overview. The benefits of improving air quality and public health. The benefits of fine particulate matter regulation. The regulation of fine particulate matter. PM 2.5 is crucial for improving air quality and public health. The EPA's decision to no longer quantify the benefits of PM 2.5 emission reduction is significant, as it reflects the agency's recognition of the limitations of monetizing health benefits. Instead, the agency will focus on the health impacts of PM 2.5 and ozone, considering the broader implications for human health and the environment. This shift in approach aims to provide a more accurate and comprehensive understanding of the benefits of PM 2.5 regulation. 1G United States. PM 2.5. There's no such thing as cost analysis or benefit analysis. There's only cost-benefit analysis. Foley Hogue LLP. Particulate matter. PM 2.5 ozone. Earlier this week, the New York information about the pollution of PM 2.5 keeps getting more compelling. What's astounding to me is the AI overview. The statement, there's no such Thing is cost analysis or benefit analysis. There's only cost-benefit analysis reflects a perspective that emphasizes the importance of considering both costs and benefits in decision-making. 1H United States PM 2.5 monetary cost of air pollution's health impacts dropped from EPA assessment's health policy. Watch PM 2.5 and ozone in the course of setting new regulations, or PM 2.5 pollution is also linked to a host of conditions starting from 1I United States PM 2.5 EPA moves to stop considering economic benefits of cleaner air. Ars Technica particulate matter smaller than 2.5 micrometers known as PM 2.5 and ozone. This particulate matter commonly produced by combustion is small. AI overview EPA moves to stop considering economic benefits of cleaner air. The EPA's recent decision to stop considering the economic benefits of cleaner air has raised significant concerns among health experts and environmental groups. The agency's new approach, which focuses on compliance costs rather than monetizing health benefits, could lead to higher levels of air pollution and more health risks for millions of Americans. This shift in policy could disproportionately harm vulnerable populations, including children, low-income communities, and communities of color. The move to not consider economic benefits marks a major policy change and could undermine the effectiveness of air quality regulations. 1J United States PM 2.5 in the eyes of the Trump EPA, human health is now literally worthless. Mother Jones 2.5 microns usually referred to as PM 2.5 and ozone. One would anticipate that we could see PM 2.5 levels rising across the country. 1K United States RAWSEP view some good news from the article headline heat pump rebates. AI overview to maximize savings with government energy rebates. Consider the following options: federal, state, and local incentives. Explore various federal, state, and local incentives that can save you thousands on energy-efficient home upgrades. These include tax credits, rebates, and discounts available through December 31st, 2025. Home energy rebates. These rebates can provide significant discounts on household upgrades such as Energy Star appliances insulation and more. Eligibility may vary based on income. Energy efficiency improvements programs like the Home Efficiency Rebates, homes and home electrification and appliances rebates here assist homeowners with energy-saving retrofits, including upgrades to electric appliances and insulation. Combining incentives, you can combine federal tax credits with state and local rebates to further reduce costs. For example, you may receive a rebate of up to $8,000 for significant energy savings. Home energy audits. Consider getting a home energy audit to identify eligible upgrades and projects that may qualify for rebates and tax credits. By leveraging these incentives, you can significantly reduce your energy costs and improve the energy efficiency of your home. 1L United States heat pump rebate. USGBC releases updated guide to IRA funding for state and local governments. USGBC still available are the Home Efficiency Rebate Program consisting of $4.3 billion of rebates. 48 A geothermal heat pump investment tax credit begins. AI overview. USGBC releases updated guide to IRA funding for state and local governments. The U.S. Green Building Council USGBC has released an updated guide to IRA funding for state and local governments. This guidebook provides insights into the availability of IRA funding, which includes $400 million in formula funding divided into two tranches, and the Home Efficiency Rebate and Home Electrification and Appliance Rebate Programs. These programs are available until September 30th, 2031 and are designed to support energy retrofits and upgrades to electric appliances for low and moderate income households. The guidebook also discusses the impact of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act OBBBA on IRA funding and outlines current policies and strategies for green building initiatives at the state and local levels. 1M United States heat pump rebate. Home renovation expert shares the genius HVAC tech taking over U.S. homes. The Cool Down Renee, a popular home improver, installed heat pumps in not one, but two home construction projects. 1M United States heat pump rebate. Homeowner shares real-world experience with a heat pump after record-breaking winter storm. MSN AI overview. Heat pump efficiency will continue to improve. The Inflation Reduction Act's Home Electrification and Appliance Rebate Program provides point of homeowner shares real-world experience with a heat pump after record-breaking winter storm. Homeowners have shared their experiences with heat pumps after record-breaking winter storms, highlighting the technology's ability to handle extreme temperatures and provide comfort. Here are some key points from their real-world experiences. Efficiency. Heat pumps are significantly more energy efficient than traditional HVAC systems, with some homeowners reporting savings of up to 75% in energy costs. Cold weather performance. Modern heat pumps can handle temperatures as low as 5 degrees Fahrenheit, making them suitable for cold climates. Cost savings. Homeowners have reported annual energy savings of around $1,500, with some saving up to $8,000 through rebates and incentives. Comfort. Heat pumps provide consistent indoor temperatures even in extreme cold and are quieter than traditional systems. Environmental benefits. The reduction in energy consumption from heat pumps can lead to lower utility bills and a more sustainable heating solution. These experiences underscore the value of heat pumps as a reliable and cost-effective heating solution, especially in the face of climate change and energy costs. Homeowners are encouraged to consider the installation of heat pumps as part of their long-term energy strategy. 1O United States heat pump rebate. Heat pump market to reach U.S. $180.3 billion by 2032. Persistence Market Research. OpenPR.com. Federal and state level incentives, including tax credits and rebate programs, are making heat pump systems more affordable for residential consumers. 1P United States heat pumps explain how they work, what they cost. The independent AI overview. Heat pumps are no longer an experimental technology or a niche green upgrade. They're a proven, efficient, and increasingly affordable alternative to heat pumps. Are energy-efficient systems that transfer heat for heating and cooling, typically costing between $8,000 and $16,000 for installation, depending on the type and size. How heat pumps work. Heat pumps operate by transferring heat rather than generating it. They can both heat and cool a home, making them versatile HVAC systems. Here's a brief overview of their operation. Heat Transfer process heat pumps use a refrigerant to absorb heat from one location and release it in another in heating mode. They extract heat from the outside air, even in cold temperatures, and transfer it indoors in cooling mode. They reverse the process, removing heat from the indoor air and releasing it outside. Types of heat pumps. Air source heat pumps. These are the most common and transfer heat between indoor and outdoor air. They are effective in moderate climates and can significantly reduce energy costs compared to traditional heating systems. Ground source geothermal heat pumps. These systems transfer heat between the ground and your home. They are generally more efficient but have higher installation costs due to the need for ground loops. Ductless mini split systems. These are ideal for homes without ductwork and allow for targeted heating and cooling in specific rooms. Costs of heat pumps. The cost of installing a heat pump can vary widely based on several factors, including the type of heat pump, the size of the system, and local labor rates. Here are some general cost estimates. Installation costs typically range from $8,000 to $16,000 after state incentives, depending on the system's capacity and complexity. Operating costs. Heat pumps can reduce energy usage for heating by up to 75%, leading to significant savings on utility bills. Homeowners often report annual savings of $300 to $650 after switching to heat pumps. Benefits of heat pumps. Energy efficiency. Heat pumps are more efficient than traditional heating systems because they move heat rather than generate it, resulting in lower energy consumption and cost. Environmental impact. By using electricity and reducing reliance on fossil fuels, heat pumps can lower carbon emissions associated with heating and cooling. Versatility. They provide both heating and cooling, eliminating the need for separate systems, which can save space and installation costs. In summary, heat pumps are an effective and environmentally friendly option for heating and cooling homes with varying costs and significant potential savings on energy bills. They are particularly beneficial in moderate climates, but can also be adapted for colder regions with modern technology. 1Q United States heat pump owners share their honest takes about how the tech performs during frigid winters. Yahoo Shopping. Upgrading to a heat pump is one of the smartest financial moves you can make as a homeowner. Heating and cooling account for a major share of your heat pump. Owners have shared their experiences and insights on how these systems perform during frigid winters. Here are some key points from their reviews. Performance. Many owners report that their heat pumps handle cold temperatures effectively, with some models able to maintain indoor temperatures even in extreme conditions. For instance, one homeowner mentioned their heat pump handled a 9 degrees Fahrenheit night without any issues, indicating a reliable performance. Efficiency. Heat pumps are praised for their efficiency, with some owners noting significant savings on heating costs. For example, a homeowner replaced their gas furnace with an electric heat pump and reported a 20% drop in utility bills over the season. Backup systems. While some owners have no backup systems, others have smart thermostats and backup gas systems that only activate during extreme cold snaps, ensuring consistent warmth. Installation quality. The success of heat pumps often depends on the quality of installation. Many installers have expressed confidence in the performance of heat pumps, attributing their business to the quality of their installations. These insights highlight the potential of heat pumps as a reliable and efficient heating solution during frigid winters, offering homeowners the opportunity to save on energy costs and improve their comfort levels. 1 are United States heat pump owners share their honest takes about how the tech performs during frigid winters. The cool down. As more people turn to heat pumps to beat the chill, one crucial question arises: how does the home electrification upgrade stack up against a 1S? United States heat pump extreme cold put heat pumps to the test, and they passed. Elephant Energy CEO says Yahoo and facilities dive outdoor heat pump unit in the snow during winter operation. Organizations switching from gas to electric HVAC systems continues despite mixed AI overview. Elephant Energy CEO and co-founder D.R. Richardson has confirmed that heat pumps have proven to be effective in extreme cold conditions. The company has experienced days with temperatures dropping to negative 16 degrees Fahrenheit and high temperatures not exceeding 10 degrees, all while the heat pumps provided sufficient heat through these coldest days. Richardson emphasizes that performance problems in extreme weather conditions often stem from poor installation, which is crucial for the longevity and performance of the system. Heat pump. 2A. California. Los Angeles PM 2.5. Fine particulate matter levels and HEPA filtration in Los Angeles homes during a wildland nature. These findings indicate that portable HEPA purifiers provided statistically significant but modest reductions in PM 2.5 levels during WI fire events. AI overview. This thesis assesses indoor fine particulate matter PM 2.5 levels in homes in Los Angeles County, California, and identifies variables that might impact the effectiveness of high efficiency particulate air HEPA filters in reducing PM 2.5 levels. And 2B. California. Mountain View. Wood burning. Spare the air alert issued. Wood burning ban Thursday. Mountain View voice. A wood burning ban will be in effect Thursday in the Bay Area after regional air quality officials issued a spare the air alert. 2C. California. Sacramento. Wood burning. Why is the air unhealthy in Sacramento? What the air quality index says. Sacramento. B. Sacramento County also put a wood burning restriction into place for Thursday in response to the poor air quality. Here's what you should know. 2D. California. San Francisco Bay Area. Wood smoke regional spare the air alert extended through Saturday. Banning wood burning in Bay Area. SF Gate. Spare the air alerts that ban the burning of wood will be in effect through Saturday in the Bay Area because of a forecast for high levels of 2E. California. San Francisco Bay Area. Wood burning. Spare the air alert for SF Bay Area. Despite no wildfire smoke. SF Gate. The alert may seem unusual when there are no active wildfires in California, but wood smoke from home wood burning devices is the largest source of 2F. California. San Francisco Bay Area. Wood smoke. Spare the air alert issued for Thursday due to wood smoke. MSN. The Bay Area Air District is advising that smoke from increased wood burning combined with limited vertical mixing light offshore winds and cold. 2G. California. San Francisco Bay Area. Wood burning. Spare the air alert issues in the Bay Area as air quality remains poor. USA Today. Burning wood in fireplaces, wood stoves, outdoor fire pits, and other wood burning devices due to elevated pollution levels and poor air quality. 2H. California. San Francisco Bay Area. Wood smoke. Wood burning ban in effect Thursday after spare the air alert issued. Local news matters. A wood burning ban is in effect Thursday in the Bay Area after regional air quality officials issued a spare the air alert because of a forecast 3 Colorado ordinance and wood burning. Chafee Bo CC approves open fire ban ordinance on Second Red by Jan Wondro Arc Valley. Voice Commissioner Gina Lucrezi was unanimously elected BOCC Chair, and Commissioner Dave Armstrong was elected Vice Chair PT. Wood after 2 years, as Chaffee BOCC approves open fire ban ordinance on second read. The Chaffee County Board of County Commissioners BOCC has approved an ordinance that restricts open fires and open burning in unincorporated areas of Chaffee County. This ordinance is part of the BOCC's efforts to maintain the health and safety of the community by limiting the use of open flames. The ordinance includes penalties for violations and aims to ensure that residents and visitors are aware of the restrictions and follow them to prevent fire hazards. From Minnesota RAWSEP View, bad news: wood burning is not carbon-free, especially since PM 2.5 carbon is the perfect size to infiltrate the human lungs, setting off a cascade of human health problems and early deaths. From the article headline: Wood smoke state regulators rule that burning trash and wood can be considered carbon-free. NPR News: Minnesota's utility regulators ruled Thursday that the burning or trash and wood to generate electricity can be considered carbon-free. Sources: AI overview. Minnesota state regulators have ruled that burning trash and wood to generate electricity can be considered carbon-free under the state's clean energy law, which mandates that all electricity must come from carbon-free sources by 2040. This decision follows a contentious hearing and is part of a broader effort to comply with the law, which defines carbon-free as technology that generates electricity without emitting carbon dioxide. However, this ruling has sparked controversy as it allows for emissions from waste-to-energy plants, which can contribute to greenhouse gas emissions, to be counted as carbon-free. Despite the significant amounts of these emissions produced, 5 Nevada wood burning. RAWSEP View: this house fire was caused by a wood burning stove. Hopefully this home will be rebuilt with clean energy home heating, such as a heat pump that works down to 40 degrees below zero and doubles as air conditioning. From the article headline: Community volunteers help rebuild widow's home after fire. WIMT: the Nevada City woman lost her pets and home after an accident with her wood burning stove. I had to jump off the deck and I thought the dogs. AI overview: community volunteers help rebuild widow's home after fire. Community volunteers play a crucial role in the rebuilding process after a fire. They provide essential support, including donations of materials, emotional support, and assistance with the cleanup and restoration of the home. These volunteers help ensure that the widow's home is rebuilt with care and attention to detail, contributing to the overall recovery and rebuilding process. 6 New Jersey heat pump rebate. ANC Heating and Air Conditioning Inc. addresses cold climate heat pump interest during bar chart as a certified contractor for NYSERDA and other heat pump rebate programs. ANC Heating and Air Conditioning Inc. provides technical expertise to AI overview. ANC Heating and Air Conditioning Inc. has been a local expert in safe, clean heating and cooling for over 60 years. The company has been installing heat pumps for cold climates for the same duration, offering energy-efficient heating and cooling solutions. They have expanded their technical expertise and training programs to meet the growing demand for energy-efficient heating and cooling systems across upstate New York. The company has been recognized as a Ductless All-Star nationally and maintains an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. ANC Heating and Air Conditioning Inc. provides comprehensive heating, cooling, and indoor air quality services for both residential and commercial properties. They have been ranked #1 in local surveys for 30 consecutive years and maintain active participation in community service. 7A Oregon Wood Smoke Air Stagnation Advisory prompts Multnomah County to restrict wood burning activities. KATU: Multnomah County is issuing a mandatory wood burning restriction starting Tuesday at noon due to elevated levels of particulate matter. 7B Oregon Wood Burning Health Department issues mandatory wood burning restriction due to poor air quality. Multnomah County, effective Tuesday, January 13th at noon. Multnomah County requires people to refrain from burning wood until the advisory is lifted. 7C Oregon Wood Smoke: Multnomah County issues mandatory wood burning ban due to poor air quality. KPTV: wood burning ban Tuesday due to unhealthy air quality conditions. Weather conditions are trapping smoke close to the ground, making the air harder. 7D Oregon Wood Smoke: Multnomah County issues restrictions on wood burning due to poor air quality. KGW: under these restrictions, recreational fires and backyard burning are prohibited. The ban includes fireplaces, fireplace inserts, wood stoves, and fire wood burning restriction Tuesday at noon. Restrictions will remain in effect until weather conditions change enough to disperse pollutants. Which 7E Oregon Wood Smoke wood burning restriction put in place across Multnomah County. Coin.com: wood smoke from one chimney can impact the health of an entire block. There are also exemptions for the wood burning if wood fire is a house's. 7F Oregon Wood Smoke wood burning restriction put in place across Multnomah County. Yahoo! Due to elevated fine particulate matter in the air. Multnomah County officials have announced a wood burning restriction for the county starting during the restriction. Recreational fires and backyard burning are prohibited, which includes fireplaces, fireplace inserts, wood stoves, and fire. 8 Rhode Island RAWSEP View: this is not even a half measure and will not appreciably lower the level of air pollution from indoor residential wood burning nor outdoor wood burning nor recreational air polluting fire pits, all of which are unnecessary. From the article headline: Ordinance and Wood Burning EG Council moves ahead on burning ordinance. East Greenwich Pendulum RICentral.com: the ordinance also restricts the types of fuel that may be burned to clean wood: seasoned logs or branches, wood pellets, propane, or natural gas. AI overview: EG Council moves ahead on burning ordinance. The East Greenwich Town Council has advanced a rewritten open burning ordinance to allow recreational backyard fires. The new ordinance replaces the previous one, which only permitted backyard fires for cooking purposes. It allows residents to burn between 6 a.m. and 11 p.m. with fire pits and campfires limited to areas no larger than 3 by 3 feet. The ordinance also includes provisions for clean seasoned wood and wood pellets, propane, natural gas, clean wood, and charcoal as permitted fuels, while listing pressure-treated lumber, painted wood, construction debris, leaves, rubbish, and tires as unauthorized materials. The council's decision reflects a shift towards allowing recreational fire pits while maintaining safety and smoke reduction standards. 9A Vermont Heat Pump Rebate Efficiency. Vermont: the White River Valley Herald. The White River Valley Herald rebate plus $500 income bonus duct and or ductless heat pumps, $375 to $2,000 discount plus $200 Income bonus ground source heat pump up to $2,100 per ton rebate. 9B Vermont heat pump rebate. Efficiency Vermont announces 2026 rebates for home energy. Support Vermont Business Magazine. Get a $600 discount when you upgrade to a heat pump water heater, bringing the efficiency and savings of a heat pump to the hot water needed in your AI overview. Efficiency Vermont has announced a series of rebates and financial support for home energy efficiency projects in 2026. These include weatherization incentives, rebates for heating systems, water heaters, appliances, and business incentives. The rebates aim to help households save money, improve comfort, and reduce emissions. The program is designed to support Vermonters in making energy-efficient home improvements and is available while funding lasts. For more information and to find a contractor in the Efficiency Excellence Network, visit Efficiency Vermont's website. 9C Vermont heat pump rebate. New Efficiency Vermont rebates for home energy in 2026. The North Star monthly heating system rebates up to $475 on ductless mini split heat pumps or up to $2,200 on duct heat pumps. Advanced wood heating systems qualify for AI overview. Efficiency Vermont announces 2026 rebates for home energy support services. Efficiency Vermont has announced a series of rebates and financial support for home energy efficiency projects in 2026. These rebates are designed to help Vermonters save money, improve comfort, and reduce emissions. Here are some of the key details. Weatherization rebates up to 90% cashback on air sealing and insulation projects. Free weatherization services for low-income households are available through the state's weatherization assistance programs. Heating system rebates up to $475 on ductless mini split heat pumps or up to $2,200 on duct heat pumps. Water heater rebates $600 discount on heat pump water heaters with an additional $400 for income eligible households. These rebates are available while funding lasts and are designed to support Vermonters in making energy efficient home improvements. For more information on how to apply for these rebates and to find a contractor in the Efficiency Excellence Network, visit the Efficiency Vermont website. 10 Washington wood smoke air quality burn ban upgraded to stage 2 in Kendall area. Again, Whatcom News. Cold stagnant air conditions are preventing harmful wood smoke from clearing out during this stage 2 burn ban. All indoor burning is prohibited in air quality burn ban upgraded to stage 2 in Kendall area. Again, the Northwest Clean Air Agency, NWCA, has upgraded the burn ban in the Columbia Valley urban growth area of Whatcom County to stage 2 due to persistent cold stagnant air conditions that are preventing the clearing of harmful wood smoke. This stage 2 ban prohibits all indoor burning in wood burning fireplaces, wood stoves, fireplace inserts, and pellet stoves unless an exemption is granted. Outdoor fires, including yard wasteland clearing, agricultural burning, and recreational fires, are also prohibited. The ban is in effect until further notice, and violators may face fines and other enforcement actions. The NWCA advises checking their website and social media accounts for the latest updates on the burn ban. 11 Wisconsin PM 2.5 air quality warnings are rising across the U.S. as global pollution reaches dangerous levels. Milwaukee independent fine inhalable particles known as particulate matter are among the most dangerous, the tiniest of these known as PM 2.5 because they are less. AI overview air quality warnings are rising across the U.S. as global pollution reaches dangerous levels. The American Lung Association's 2025 State of the Air report reveals that 156 million people are living in areas with unhealthy air quality, with an alarming increase in ozone and PM 2.5 exposure. Extreme heat and wildfires are contributing to worsening air quality, exposing a growing proportion of the population to ozone and particle pollution that puts their health at risk. The EPA has taken steps to lower the annual health-based standard for fine particulate matter, but the agency is reconsidering this rule due to economic and implementation challenges. 12 Canada heat pump homeowner searches for unbiased answers after reading conflicting media stories on heat pumps. MSN excerpts edited by RAWSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates. A 501c3 nonprofit organization. One Redditor was hoping that an electric heat pump would reduce their current $330 monthly electric bill. As we approach the dead of winter, many of us are certainly looking to stay warm during some of those particularly chilly nights. One homeowner pondered the idea of upgrading their 40-year-old electric furnace and AC with a cold weather heat pump and electric backup. However, they weren't quite sure how effective a heat pump would be. While living in frigid Winnipeg, Manitoba, they took to the heat pump community in search of some much-needed reassurance. AI overview upgraded HVAC systems can help you save up to 50% on your heating and cooling costs. TCD's HVAC Explorer is a great way to find an affordable HVAC system that is the perfect fit for you and your budget. You can even find $0 down HVAC subscription options whether you live in Manitoba or a fairly moderate climate. Some winters can really test just how energy efficient our homes can be. For the Redditor, they came across a number of articles online that made them question whether a heat pump system would be worth the investment. I am hoping that a heat pump would reduce my current electric bill, which is $330 per month. Then I see conflicting stories and don't really know what to believe. The homeowner wrote down in the comments section. A number of users helped put the original poster's mind at ease. I think you're in a great position to do this. If you've already got the ducts and you're already using an electric furnace, a heat pump should reduce your costs considerably and installation wouldn't be awful, noted one commenter. 13A United Kingdom UK Clean Air Night, January 22nd, 2026. Excerpts edited by RAWSEP for brevity and clarity in relationship to residents against wood smoke emission particulates. A 501c3 nonprofit organization. Did you know that wood burning is the most polluting way to heat your home? Wood burning smoke produces fine particulate air pollution PM 2.5, which enters your bloodstream when inhaled and can cause heart and lung disease, as well as increase your risk of diabetes and dementia. Research shows that even homes using newer eco-design wood burners are 3 times more polluted than those without, and burning wood doesn't just pollute your home. It pollutes your local community and harms the health of your neighbors. Learn more about the health harms of wood burning. We all want to stay warm this winter, but coziness shouldn't cost our health. This Clean Air Night, January 22nd, 2026. Share the facts about wood burning with your friends and family. Wood burning harms your health. Wood burning is the most polluting way to heat your home. It puts not only your health at risk, but also the health of your family and local community. Wood burning harms the planet. Wood burning creates more harmful carbon emissions than other sources of heat. And we cannot reproduce trees fast enough to offset the carbon emitted by burning. Would an orange flame burning inside a wood burner? Wood burning harms your wallet. Burning wood is almost always more expensive than central heating, so by opting for cleaner sources of heat, you could save money too. An illustration of a pair of lungs with bright orange dots of pollution inside them. The evidence harm to your health. Lighting fires in our homes is one of the biggest sources of harmful fine particle air pollution in the UK. The more harmful fine particle air pollution you are exposed to, the more likely you are to die from heart or lung disease or lung cancer too. It can also significantly increase your risk of developing diabetes, damage your brain health, and lead to dementia. 45 and affect unborn children. 67 if people in the UK only burn wood when no other heat source is available, it could avoid more than 1,500 deaths in the UK every year and save the NHS over £54 million in healthcare costs. 8 learn more about how air pollution harms our health. The evidence harm to the planet. Wood is not a carbon neutral fuel for the same amount of heat or energy. Burning wood releases more carbon dioxide CO2 than oil or gas. 9 it can take decades for trees to regrow and reabsorb the carbon emitted by burning wood. 101,112 cutting down trees for fuel destroys forests, damages ecosystems, and leads to biodiversity loss. 13 learn more about how air pollution damages our planet. An illustration of the roof of a house. Orange smoke is pouring out of the chimney. An orange cloud with a pound sign inside it. The evidence harm to your wallet. Wood burners are almost always a more expensive way to heat your home than gas boilers or heat pumps unless you collect your own wood for free. 14 scrap wood that hasn't been properly dried or seasoned or has coatings such as varnish or paint can be extremely toxic when burned. 13 the United Kingdom heat pump rebate. Maximizing savings with government energy rebates. Programming insider small-scale technology certificates subsidize solar PV and heat pump hot water nationally, while Victorian energy efficiency certificates fund. 13C United Kingdom heat pump. What are heat pumps, and could they help your home save energy? The independent A heat pump is an electric-powered system that provides heating and hot water by extracting heat from the environment. Most domestic heat pumps draw. AI overview. What are heat pumps, and could they help your home save energy? Heat pumps are an efficient and environmentally friendly way to heat and cool your home. They work by transferring heat rather than generating it, which makes them highly efficient. Heat pumps can save you money on utility bills and reduce your carbon footprint. They are suitable for most homes and can be more cost-effective than traditional gas boilers. With government grants and tax incentives, heat pumps are becoming more accessible and affordable. 14 Singapore heat pump owners share their honest takes about how the tech performs during frigid winters. Yahoo News. Singapore, when winter temperatures tank into the single digits, many homeowners crank up the heat as more people turn to heat pumps to beat the chill. Webisode 57DHYAFZYA. In January 11, 2026, Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cartoon 1 of 5 Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cell 1 the current government bid for an overall cut in scientific funding to $154 billion from $198 billion would be a plunge of 22%. Cell 2 this week the Senate Appropriations Committee released a bipartisan package of bills. Cell 3 that largely scraps the current government planned cuts to federal science programs. Cell 4 Congress will set aside roughly $188 billion for federal research. Cartoon 2 of 5 Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cell 1 $188 billion for federal research will only be a drop of 4%. Cell 2 this rejects the current government push to let our competitors do laps around us. Cell 3 last year the current government administration called for a cut in federal basic research of more than 1/3. Cell 4 the current government sought even larger cuts for the National Science Foundation, which sponsors much of the nation's basic research. Cartoon 3 of 5 Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cell 1 the current government proposed that the National Science Foundation NSF budget be slashed to $3.9 billion. Cell 2 from $8.8 billion, a drop of 56%. Cell 3 the Senate package countered with a reduction to $8.75 billion. Cell 4 or less than 1%. Cartoon 4 of 5 Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cell 1 the Senate package includes $24.4 billion for NASA, a 1.6% cut. Cell 2 $8.8 billion for the Environmental Protection Agency EPA, a 4% cut. Cell 3 $8.4 billion for the Department of Energy Office of Science, a 1.9% increase. Cell 4 $6.2 billion for the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, roughly flat. Cartoon 5 of 5 Congress is racing to undo thousands of cuts to federal science programs. Cell 1 the Senate and the House are now not far apart for negotiations on a final budget. Cell 2 the House's moves on 2026 science budgeting add up to $185 billion, which is close to the Senate figure of $188 billion. Cell 3, but this cannot undo the damage that the current government administration frenzy of budget cutting and administrative chaos. Cell 4 brought to the nation's scientific establishment.
Webisode 57DHYAFZYA January 11, 2025 If science funds are restored, then fund alternatives to wood burning. Cartoon 1 of 5 If science funds are restored, then fund alternatives to wood burning. Cell 1 fund heat pumps that work down to 40 degrees below zero and also act as air conditioners. Cell 2 fund extending a smart electric grid everywhere, including all rural areas. Cell 3 fund wind and solar energy sources that produce electricity sent to the smart grid. Cell 4 fund batteries that store the electricity produced by wind and solar long-term for use in emergencies. Cartoon 2 of 5 If science funds are restored, then cut dirty energy that is now funded. Cell 1 cut funds for biofuels such as wood stoves and wood burning for home heating. Cell 2 cut funds for biofuels such as corn-based ethanol for automobile fuel. Cell 3 cut funds for wood and other biofuels used to replace coal burning in industrial plants. Cell 4 cut funds for fossil fuels as well as cut funds for biofuels. Cartoon 3 of 5 If science funds are restored, enact regulations that fund removal of indoor residential wood-burning appliances. Cell 1 fund resident-owned Purple Air PM 2.5 monitors. Cell 2 given free to any near neighbor of an indoor residential wood burner. Cell 3 whose wood-burning PM 2.5 emissions enter the yard of the near neighbor and sicken them. Cell 4 use the data downloadable from the Purple Air map as evidence to shut down each indoor residential wood-burning appliance, one appliance at a time if necessary. Cartoon 4 of 5 If science funds are restored, enact regulations that make electric vehicles and public transport affordable. Cell 1 reinstate rebates for electric vehicles. Cell 2 fund high-speed electric transport that will be low cost to all. Cell 3 enact fuel regulations to discourage production of gas-powered vehicles. Cell 4 fund research that makes production of electric vehicles efficient and cost-effective. Cartoon 5 of 5 If science funds are restored, enact regulations that make home heating and transport by electric vehicle affordable. Cell 1 do not allow subsidies for luxury electric vehicles. Cell 2 do not allow subsidies for home heating for individuals making over a certain salary. Cell 3 tax the rich to provide clean energy subsidies for the middle income and poor. Cell 4 keep in mind that the Energy Department and the EPA should work to stop air pollution that harms human health as well as slow climate change.
Webisode 57DHYAFZYA January 4, 2026 Would smoke affect the family adversely? Cartoon 1 of 2 Cell 1 When you know you are not protecting your family well enough. When you replace air filters and air purifiers every month instead of every 6 months. Just do not burn wood indoors residentially to begin with. Cell 2 When you are scared whenever someone opens a window. Just do not burn wood indoors residentially to begin with. Cartoon 2 of 2 Cell 1 It gives me no great joy to say this. Smog towers do not work. Cell 2 Carbon capture does not work. Just do not burn wood industrially in place of coal to begin with.
Red-green fox here. The quick red-green fox jumped over the barriers to clean air. Red-green fox here. Ready to sing to you the names of the 2025 major wood-burning biomass industry subsidy opponents. 1 Biofuel Watch. 2 Bulkley Valley Stewardship Coalition of British Columbia, Canada. 3 Kommite Schoen Luft, which means Beautiful Air Committee in German. 4 Dogwood Alliance. 5 Equity Group Foundation, nicknamed EGF. 6 Environmental Paper Network, nicknamed EPN. 7 Natural Resources Defense Council, nicknamed NRDC. 8 Prakaunia Narzek Wissenskip Istet, which means Workshop for All Beings in Polish. 9 Rachel Carson Council. 10 Solutions for Our Climate, nicknamed SFOC.
Cat's corner strategy with Tiger and Leone. Saying the quiet part out loud. Roar. Hi, I am Tiger. Our human asked us to get up from our naps and start Cat's Corner strategy with Tiger and Leone. She gave us a list of internet allies which we will post for her here.
Hi, I am Leone. It is better for your mental fitness to go to these websites than to go to bro sites for advice. Substack letters from an American Heather Cox Richardson. Substack your local epidemiologist. The Midas Touch. The Guardian. The New York Times.
One introduction. RAWSEP view. The United States government was on track in the Biden administration to reduce the prices for both clean energy heat pumps and clean energy electric cars. Trump tariffs are expected to upset those plans to prevent future air pollution and prevent climate change. The United States government should, instead of certifying wood stoves as safe when they are not safe, go forward with regulations that ban wood stove use and direct government money for use of forest refuse only for home building and furniture building. For just a few examples of use of forest products for non-burning uses, it is well known from scientific and medical research that wood burning is a substantial source of PM 2.5 emissions, yet the wood burning industry uses the scientifically debunked theory named carbon neutrality of wood burning to argue that wood burning replacing coal burning in industry, and in a trickle-down argument that wood burning should continue for home heating should continue. Presumably because it is called renewable, wood may be renewable in the sense that a tree can be planted in the place of a cut-down burned tree. But it takes centuries or decades for the newly planted tree to attain the stature of the cut-down burned tree. During those centuries or decades, photosynthesis, which converts CO2 to oxygen, and so sequesters some carbon, will not take place at the same rate as photosynthesis was performed previously, and wood burning emits both CO2 and PM 2.5, and PM 2.5 is not absorbed by trees, so PM 2.5 is not diminished by planting a tree in the place of a cut-down and burned tree. In fact, a living tree closes its pores against the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning, just as humans hold their breath in the presence of PM 2.5 from nearby wood burning. And when a tree closes its pores, the level of photosynthesis that absorbs CO2 pollution goes down. Wood burning emits 90% PM 2.5 particulate matter of 2.5 micrometer size, the perfect size to infiltrate the human lung, setting off a cascade of human health problems and early deaths. Contrary to many beliefs, wood burning emits 2.8 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel coal burning, and wood burning emits 450 times the PM 2.5 as the fossil fuel natural gas burning. Replacing coal burning with wood burning creates more air pollution in the form of CO2 and PM 2.5 than coal burning. This emission data comes from testing the cleanest burning wood stove in the United Kingdom. The Eco-Design Wood Stove International Convention does not count the emissions from wood burning. The emissions from wood burning are erased from all countries around the world when calculating if each country has met its climate goals. This non-counting or erasure of wood burning emissions data from climate goals does not mean wood burning emissions do not exist. RAWSEP view. Purple air. PM 2.5 monitors hanging from the eaves of the house of a near neighbor should be used to measure the level of PM 2.5 in the air hyperlocally in the yards of near neighbors of indoor residential wood burners. If PM 2.5 levels exceed World Health Organization standards of 5 micrograms per cubic meter annually, then that evidence of air pollution from wood burning should lead to the shutdown of that indoor residential wood burning appliance, one appliance at a time if necessary.